Lowe's laying off thousands of store employees to boost profit. We're going to talk about this. So we did a live stream on this channel literally a day before this news broke. We talked about how Lowe's was getting its lunch eaten every single day by the Home Depot and why I felt that was the case. We even went into the CEO, the new CEO, Marvin. He is the gentleman that used to run JCPenney until he ran it completely into the ground. And when I say ran JCPenney's into the ground, I'm talking about impact meteor crater size ran into the ground. And even JCPenney was like, we got to get rid of this freaking guy. So somebody at Lowe's or on their board said, you know what, we got to scoop this guy up because he's great at what I don't know. But let's talk about this here a little bit. Let's talk about, sort of what we talked about during the live stream. You are laying off thousands of employees, not hundreds, not tens, thousands. And they're estimating around 2,000 jobs. And these are the jobs or the people that are not only in janitorial services, but the jobs of the people that assemble your merchandise. So when you walk into the store and you look at one of those nice grills out on, the showroom, or maybe one of your patio furniture pieces, these men and women put these things together and they put them out there. Thousands of jobs are being lost. And not only are they being lost, these employees are not even being transferred into other departments. Basically, in this news story, and this is a USA Today news story, and they're all over the place. It's not just USA Today. This gentleman here, Nathan Bomey, he wrote this column, and again, they're all over the place on many different news outlets. I just happened to pick this, but they're basically getting rid of these employees, not even allowing them to transfer. They said they can apply to new positions at Lowe's. It's not even that they're going to transfer you into a different position. You can apply to the company that you were already working for. And why are they doing this? They are doing it to slash prices on their merchandise, which tells me that they're already too expensive. They can't compete with Home Depot anyway. But they are outsourcing these jobs to a third party, which means they're going to pay probably pennies on the dollar to get this crap that they sell put together. Why are they doing this? Because they can't compete with the Home Depot. And it states it right here in the story. It's not just me saying it, right? It is not just me talking on the live stream. It'll tell you right here. The move comes as a retailer has been slashing costs in an effort to increase its profits and narrow the financial gap between its arch rival, Home Depot. Let me tell you something, Lowe's. You're doing it all wrong. People tell you in the comment sections of every one of these stories, you were wrong, wrong, wrong. So not only, let's get into this, not only do you care less about your employees, that you're going to slash thousands of jobs, which is going to leave you a giant black eye, right? Because Home Depot, what they're going to do is they're going to come out and say, you know what, we value our employees, which I'm sure they do, right? You don't hear this from Home Depot or any other tool distributor, right? So you got a black eye right there. People already don't like you for that. Number two, you're already stating that your products are more expensive than the Home Depot's, right? You can't compete with the Home Depot. You're getting your lunch eaten, just like we talked about in the live stream, right? This is not how you go about it. You hire a guy that ran JCPenney's into the freaking ground because you thought he had good ideas? Is this what you think? Lowe's is an old school way of thinking. We're right and everybody else is wrong. Now let me say this. We talked to Lowe's about a month ago. We wanted to bring products on this channel because subscribers were asking for those products. They wanted to see the Hitachi. They wanted to see the Craftsman, right? They wanted to see the Cobalts. They wanted to see what they had. And Lowe's basically said, screw you, TRZ, and your subscriber community. And the subscribers are not able to see these tools. Now, they're putting their commercials out, right, around the 4th of July. You know, they put their commercials out, you know, around the holidays. Who watches commercials anymore? Do you not have a fancy box up on your TV that you can fast forward these automatically half the time? Who is watching this stuff? You are dinosaurs. You are basically telling the people that can bring your stuff to the buyers of these brands to pound salt, because you are right and everybody else is wrong. Your plan is ridiculous. Everything you are doing, you need to listen to your customers. You walk into the stores at Lowe's, they are completely barren, not only of customers, but the people that are supposed to be working there helping you. So that's one way you already hurt yourself. There's no help there. Are other stores perfect? No, but Lowe's, you're the worst when it comes to this. Not only that, you take away one of the top brands, Milwaukee, you get rid of them and you bring in Craftsman. Craftsman can't even compete with Rigid. Craftsman is not the Craftsman of the earlier days. They just aren't. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that are probably diehard Craftsman fans, but can you honestly tell me that they are anything like they used to be back in the day? Even 10, 15 years ago, they're not. They're basically all made in China, right? They don't even have the best warranty anymore. I think Husky owns them. So they're trying to bring this Craftsman in to compete with what? Something that the Home Depot's outselling everybody at, Milwaukee? Craftsman can't even compete with Rigid. Rigid would eat the Craftsman's lunch. And you think that they're going to compete against Milwaukee? Come on, Lowe's. Come on. You are basically setting yourself up as a DIY store, right? If you are a true contractor, other than maybe going to grab a couple pieces of wood here and there, or maybe some paint, you're going to Home Depot. You're going to these other brands. Even, you know, I don't work with these other brands. You know, you have Acme Tools, right? Which has a pretty damn nice selection. You have Ohio Power Tool, where I was in their store, and they got some heavy duty stuff, right? Even Grainger. You can buy all this stuff from Grainger. We get it from work all the time because we get a deal from them, right? Nobody's going to Lowe's. Who's going to Lowe's other than to buy curtains? You guys just don't get it. I'm sorry I'm going on this rant, but I used to shop at Lowe's. You could be so much better than you hire this guy. You hire this guy that ran an iconic brand into the ground, JCPenney, and you bring him to your store as CEO, and he is going to do the exact same thing to your store. And why do I get upset about this? Because it doesn't have to be this way. Look, it's always good to have competition. You know, it's always good to have other stores out there such as Lowe's, Home Depot, going against each other. And I understand they're trying to cut profit, but you're not doing it the right way. You are just not smart people over there. I had reached out to Lowe's saying, listen, we literally have people that want to know, should I buy a Hitachi or should I buy a Rigid, whatever, nail gun? We'll put it that way, all right? Who is going to go buy a Hitachi after you see the Rigid stuff? Even though Hitachi's great stuff, I'm sure. Once you ask the question of who would you go with, well, I haven't tried the Hitachi, so go with the Rigid. So there's the sell for Rigid. There's the sell for Home Depot. You're not smart, Lowe's. You're just not smart. So now you got this giant black eye because you basically took your employees and laid them off. And again, you're not even transferring them. They have to reapply to your store. So you can save money to compete with a brand that you will never be able to compete with, because it's not just about lower prices. It is not just about saving pennies for the consumer. Read the comments, Lowe's. Listen to the people that are reaching out to you, Lowe's. It is not just about saving a few dollars. It is about, number one, customer service, which you have none of. Number two, it wants to be it's people wanting to be part of something bigger, right? A community. It is what it is. When you go to Home Depot and these people know your names, that's huge to people. When you show people the brand and actually want to work with people that have a community, that want to buy your stuff and you tell them pound salt, It's not smart, Lowe's. You're not smart. Now, every once in a while, we do a rant on this channel, and just because things get to me, and it gets to the point that it really, it's hard for me to hold things in. I don't like seeing people losing their jobs. I mean, look at this picture of Toys R Us, Lowe's. Get the point? So, I don't like seeing that, number one. You need to have commitment to your employees, right? These are the people that go into your establishment every day and work hard for you. That's number one. Number two, listen to the people that actually do this. Listen to the people that actually want to see your tools. Listen to the people that actually use your tools. When they are telling you that you are doing things wrong, listen to them, because 99.9% of the time, they are smarter than you. They work out in the field. And they're basically telling you, this is what we want from you. In every single story that is ever written about Lowe's getting destroyed by Home Depot, there are always comments under those stories, under those articles, and you listen to none of them. So at the end of the day, here's the deal. The way you're going now, you might play a commercial here and there, Lowe's, right? You might think that you're smarter than everybody, and you're just going to keep it old school. You can slash all the jobs you want. You can slash all the prices that you want. You are never, ever going to compete against Home Depot just because they are simply way smarter than you, number one. Number two, this is going to leave you a huge black eye. People don't like seeing other people hurt, okay? So now you're going to basically cut around 2,000 jobs from what I'm hearing just to make a little bit more profit. That's never good, Lowe's. You're stupid. And number three, you hire a complete and total idiot to run your company into the ground like he did JCPenney's. You are so stupid. So at the end of the day, Lowe's, start listening to your consumers, your customers, what they want. Stop worrying about trying to beat Home Depot all the time. Start focusing on what you need to do to become a better company instead of chasing the other dog's tail. Start listening to the people that actually use these tools and taking recommendations, because you are not right all the time. Maybe you want to rethink the person you have heading that sinking ship of yours. He already did it to one other company, an iconic company that has been around for years and years and years. You are no better than JCPenney's or Sears, but yet you are on the same path. Now, I know that we have some people here that are probably Lowe's fanboys. And with that said, don't forget to smash that like button. For everybody else that likes this video, you do the same. Smash that like button. But I want to know what you think about this whole debacle. Again, we mentioned this a day before this news broke. And what's funny about it is anybody could see the writing on the wall. It does not take an investigation, an investigative journalist to figure this stuff out. It just is what it is. It doesn't need to come from a press release from this company. The writing is on the wall. Everybody sees it, and you don't listen to anybody. So I want to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to smoosh that like button, and we'll be back with more videos soon.